Sunday on the road in Chicago. Nick Foles led Philly to 3 straight wins to end the regular season, but he'll be playing with bruised ribs. If that wasn't enough, he'll be going against a dominant Bears defense that is giving up under 18 points a game. Skip. When you look at this matchup, who wins on Sunday?
So, obviously, this is the one lopsided, quote-unquote, point spread of these 4 wildcard games. Every sign points to the home team, the Bears. This opened at -4.5, Bears -4.5, and got bet all the way up to -6. So the betting public is screaming, Bears, Bears, Bears. As Jenny points out, they are #1 easily in points allowed in the National Football League. And that young quarterback of theirs, he has shocked me in one aspect. He is proving to be almost as good a runner as Lamar Jackson with the football. And it's really balanced out his game. It's made him much more dangerous than if he just hung in the pocket and threw it, because I still don't think he's that good of a thrower of the football, especially under any kind of pressure. But I believe the new Eagles have turned back into the old Eagles. The new Eagles are now quarterbacked by the real Saint Nick, as in Nick Foles, to whom they have built a shrine in their locker room, thanks to Kyle Long and, Chris Long, and Fletcher Cox. They love this quarterback because this quarterback operates their offense better than your quarterback operates their offense. Nick Foles is just better at this than Carson Wentz is at this. Nick Foles is more battle-tested than Carson Wentz has been because, again, Carson Wentz has still played no playoff snaps for this team, right? So all of a sudden, right on schedule, they became the most dangerous team left in the playoffs because they've turned back into the defending champs. And I believe they're going to win this game. I think it'll be low scoring because the Eagles' defense is starting to click again. And I love their front 7. I didn't used to love their back 4, but it's started to find its rhythm, find itself. They're rushing the passer like they're capable of. I got it 17-14, Nick Foles over Trubisky, in part because I still don't trust Trubisky on this stage. And I don't think you do either on this stage because he hasn't been on this stage. The weather's for Chicago in January, it's supposed to be not bad. It's a little windy, but it's like high 30s, mid 30s, so it's okay. It's not that bad. And the point is that offensive line for the Eagles, it's really good. It hasn't played to its level until the last couple of weeks. It seems to like to protect Nick Foles. And when I look across the line, Jason Peters and Kelsey and that Brandon Brooks might be the best of all at the right guard. And then Lane Johnson, listen, when they're right, that could be the best.
Now you like Lane Johnson, huh?
Well, I mean, I can't argue with his productivity. I don't like what he says a lot of times.
How he choked
I like how he plays. And listen, you say they can't run the ball. With Josh Adams and Darren Sproles has kind of reinvented in the last couple of weeks. And I've always liked Wendell Smallwood. I think he's pretty good. He gives you an honest day's work. I think they can figure out how to run the ball enough. And Nick Foles is spreading it. Over the last 3 games that they have won, Alshon's caught 16 for 301. Carson Wentz couldn't connect with Alshon like that. He could connect with Zach Ertz, who is a security blanket, and Zach's caught 18 balls over the last 3 games, but just for 147 yards. So they have a more balanced attack. I just think they're better than the Bears. All said, they're a better football team, and if Nick Foles is turning back into that quarterback we saw in the playoffs last year, good luck to everybody who plays him. I think this game could look a little more like the Atlanta game, which was the first-round game at Philly last year. It was more of a cold weather game. It was 15-10. So it could be more like that. But I just think this team believes in Nick Foles in ways. I know it loves Carson Wentz. I just don't think it believes in Carson Wentz the way it believes in Nick Foles. I got the upset here that I don't think will really look like that big of an upset.
I like the Bears. I love their defense. Last 4 games, giving up 10 points a game. #1 scoring defense, #1 in takeaways. And the thing is that when you look back at great Bears defense, you look at the Bears defense of 85, 86, not saying that they're that historically great. Or you look at the Bears defense that led this team to a Super Bowl, Peanut Tillman, Urlacher, Briggs. The one thing that they did do, not only did they take the ball away and set their offense up on short fields, but they turned them into points themselves. They got scoop and scores. They got pick sixes. And this is what this defense does. So, now, Eddie Jackson, he's been out the last couple of weeks. We don't know if he's going to play. I don't know. We're going to see what...
It doesn't sound
good.
Great.
Yeah, you're exactly right. But Khalil Mack and Khalil Mack, I back. You know what I'm saying? Skip Bayless, I gotta like that. Oh, Khalil Mack, I back. You like Khalil? Woo!
That's good.
He in the right place. Monster. He a monster of the Midway. Ooh, Nick Foles, you in a heap of trouble. And I like Nick Foles, Skip Bayless. Nick Foles won me a lot last year. Won me a lot last year.
He beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl.
I didn't like that, Skip. I didn't like that Nick Foles did that. I didn't like that.
No, I
Scored 41 points against Bill Belichick.
Don't do this, Skip. Skip. Wow. Whoa. Why are you talking? Is it my turn, Jenny? I thought it was my turn. Thank you.
He ran Jenny's team off the field.
That did happen.
Yeah, that happened.
And I agree with you. I don't love Trubisky because the game against the Rams, they were winning.
They were.
But he kept putting the Rams back in the game by throwing interceptions.
He did.
You can't do that come playoff time. I believe they run the ball with Howard. They run the ball with Cohen. And he has, and Trubisky, as you mentioned, he has better legs than you think.
He does.
Yeah.
He does. He really does.
He's a big kid.
Yes,
Yeah.
and he's an above average, and sometimes I think we look at him because he's wild. He can't run. Yeah, he can. And you better account for his legs like you would a Lamar Jackson, like you would a Russell Wilson, and some of these guys are Cam Newton, because when he escapes the pocket, yeah, he can throw the ball, but he can pick up 10, 15 yards in a hurry. I like this, and the crowd's going to be electric, Skip. This is the first home playoff game since that championship game they lost to Green Bay.
Yep.
So you know how the crowd's going to be in a frenzy. They need to give them something early to cheer about and keep this crowd into the game. I like the Bears at home. I think it's going to be a close game, like you said. You got 17-14. I got 20-17 Bears, because I think they limit. It's not like the Eagles they don't have a dominant run game to begin with. They do it by committee. I think the Bears shut that off, pin their ears back with Mack, Hicks, Floyd. I think they get after Nick Foles, force him into a turnover or two, and they win a very hard-fought, close ball game. 2017, Bears move on.
What if the Eagles win? Then what?
Nick Foles, first of all,
What are you going to do with Nick Foles then?
Nick Foles is going to be the starter as long as the Eagles are in the playoffs. That's what's going to happen.
Not be.
What if, dare I say, what if they get on a run and go win another Super Bowl with Nick Foles? Is it possible?
Nick Foles is going to be the starter.
Okay, and then what? You're going to let him go after two straight Super Bowls?
Let him go!
Really?
But the shrine there, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hey,
just tear that
like
shrine
Teddy
down.
Pendergrass said,
Yeah.
I think I got to let it go.
Yeah.
They're going to let him go, Skip. You got to walk it to him.
Yep.
Yep.
Limp it to him. I don't know about limp it to him.
Whatever.
It sounds like limp it to him is healthy right now, and they're just saying.
No, he's not healthy. His back. You know, backs come and go.
That's a good excuse.
You know,
got
back,
that little
back went out.
transverse process fracture.
The thing. They
microfracture.
They linger. They can linger.
They think they can see it.
You
on
had
film,
back
but
issues.
they're not sure.
I had a facet issue one time. Man, had to get an epidural.
Facets are terrible.
Yeah.
Epidurals are no fun.
Yeah, but I had to get one.
Yep.
So them backs that come and go had me walking sideways like I had scoliosis.
Yep, I got you. Well, it sounds like Carson Wentz is pretty healthy, but they're just saying, and Nick, we
Scolio, that's what that's courage.
See what Nick does this weekend, and then we'll debate.
Yeah,
What's next for Carson?
No, what he's trying to do, he's always trying to sow dissension. Yeah, you are.
I didn't try. He's doing it himself.
No,
he did it. I didn't do it.
Tell about.
I didn't throw a single pass for the Eagles.
Tell about.
I don't like the Eagles.
Tell about. You say you don't like to do hypotheticals.
Yeah.
Let's just say hypothetically, Nick Foles wins.
Looks like it's got real possibilities here.
You like
I can tell you right now, the most confident team of every team in the playoffs, I will bet you, is this team.
You know what?
They're the defending champs, and they got it back.
You like hypotheticals if it can sow dissension in somebody's locker room that you don't like. That's what you love hypothetical.
I don't fear Philly because we already beat them twice, but we beat Carson Wentz. If you told me that somehow it was going to come full circle back to a NFC Championship game at Jerry World and it was Nick Foles at quarterback, I would not love my chances.
Why would they play an NFC Championship game at Jerry World when the Cowboys are going to get beat on Saturday night?
Yeah, we can't even go there. I'm going to stop you guys now.
Face the do?
I'm going to stop you.
No?
We're not going to get the do in. We got a couple more hours to debate on the do. All right. Remember when LeBron said recently that
I remember.
He's the GOAT? Well, a few people don't like what he's saying, including Danny Ainge. He went after LeBron, and we'll tell you exactly what he said next.
Donald Trump.
No lie.